All right, the Jazz. Oh my gosh, dude. They lost to the Dallas Mavericks, the starless Dallas Mavericks. No Kyrie, no Luka. This one's one you think, oh, he for sure got it. And seems like, to me, Vegas wanted to try and make some money back. But let's go ahead and get into this. All right, so we're bringing our good friend in, Dallin Orcutt, onto YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, you better go subscribe because it's the way to live. So let's bring on Dallin. Where's your little... Oh, there he is. There he is, baby, live. I hope that YouTube can hear him. Say something. I know I can hear you. If anyone's in the YouTube chat, that'd be great. This is the first time that we're doing this, and yeah, we're trying to figure it out. So let me make myself a little smaller here as well. So Jaden Hardy. Jaden Hardy. Have you ever heard of this guy before tonight? No. And they were saying in the broadcast, he was, oh my gosh, he's only had 22 20-point games in his career. Let me refresh this because it says he has 29 here. Yeah, I'm on NBA.com. Let me just refresh it real quick. But I mean, yeah, I'd never heard of the guy, and of course, with no other star, they trade Dinwiddie. They have Kyrie that's not playing. They have Luka that's not playing. Like, it's expected that the Jazz would let somebody have a career night, and they did. Jaden Hardy. We'll get into the box score. Dude, they just had the wrong picture on NBA.com. It just barely switched because even NBA.com doesn't know who Jaden Hardy is. Like, freaking crazy. Jordan Clarkson led the Jazz with 26 points. Dwight Powell. Dude, I really like Dwight Powell. I know that he's a little bit older, but he's someone that could really help the Jazz. I don't think there's anything on the table now that the Kyrie trade happened. There was the Mike Conley talks that he was going to Dallas. Walker Kessler led the Jazz with only 9 rebounds. I say only 9 rebounds, but yeah. Yeah. Can you see my screen, Dallin? I don't know if I added that. Nope, I didn't. Hang on, let me no. Oh. Are you on YouTube? Here, let me do it like this. Give us a second, guys. Oh, look, they can even see it. Boom. Boom. Okay, I'm just going to do it this way, too, so that you can see it on OBS. So, okay, cool. So, Christian Wood, like, I was thinking that Houston made a mistake with him, but, man, he is very underwhelming. What do you think of Christian Wood? That's it. Oh, how about let's mute, just talk through Twitter, because it has a huge delay, and Twitter seems to never have a delay. Yeah. So I'll keep the control room open here, and then yeah, it'll be easier for you. Just do it. There we go. Okay, so oh, I need to approve you on Twitter. Sorry guys, we're trying out some new stuff here. So Dallin, again, the question: what do you think of Christian Wood?
Yeah, I feel like they ruined his confidence early in the year when they didn't. When Jason Kidd wasn't playing him and playing JaVale McGee over him. And, I mean, I know that they're NBA players and they shouldn't have their confidence rocked like that. But, I mean, heck, if I was the star in Houston and then I go to Dallas and then they just turn me into a bench player, I would be kind of, especially if they went out of their way to get me and make me a main piece. So, yeah. Yeah, my confidence would be rocked. So yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't even start.
Yeah, that which is crazy because like they have a lot of their starters out. You'd think that he would have. So.
Well,
maybe they're wanting him to be a sixth man or something. I have no idea. I don't know what their reasoning is behind there.
I mean, yeah, who knows? I thought he was going to be something. I thought that Dallas really found something in Christian Wood. And so maybe he'll turn into something, but it just seems like he's a really weak center, like gets pushed around. Mike Conley led the Utah Jazz with 11 assists. Christian Wood had 4 assists. So that basically means that they didn't even really pass the ball that well. They just beat Jaden Hardy just beat us one-on-one. But when Conley had that fall and twisted his ankle, and I immediately thought, oh no, we should have traded him. We should have pulled the trigger already. And I love Mike Conley, and I've been so back and forth on whether the Jazz keep him or whether they get rid of him. But when he tweaked his ankle tonight, my gut dropped, and I thought it's just time to get something for him and move on. I know in the Twitter chat, the Twitter Jazzketball chat, people are saying tank, and after tonight's game, I've probably never been more pro tank, because somebody on Twitter posted, if we go 2-4 in the next 6 games, we'll get a top 10 pick, most likely. The odds are in our favor. And so if a trade goes down, I think it's Vando. Who knows what we're going to get? I know there was one report on The Athletic saying that we're going to get 2 second-round picks for him. I'll take it. It was so nice not having to watch Vando tonight. That was probably the highlight of this game for me. Box score. The alley-oop dunk for Lowry. I mean,
put it on the poster.
I can't do it. I thought I was gonna put it on the poster, but he didn't dunk on anybody. Like, no one was around him. It was a beautiful dunk, but the ease in which he put that thing down was insane. Like, he was just kind of floating up there, and obviously it was a good pass from Conley, but dude, he just did it with ease. And what did he have tonight? 19 points. So
19, that 20-point streak is over with now.
So who would have thought, oh my gosh, who would have thought Jaden Hardy would have had 10 more points than Lauri Markkanen? And the crazy thing, dude, the officiating, like, we just, Armani said it in the chat, you know, how do we get this officiating? And I said, oh, I know, UTAH. It's freaking Utah. We've had the most calls go against us and affect us the most this year. It's just something that comes along with being a Jazz fan, but for Lauri Markkanen to not get a single foul called for him is outrageous.
An all-star, mind you, not getting a single foul.
Yeah, an all-star.
I see him running around getting red marks on his arm from getting fouled and no fouls called. It's like...
So what is it? Is it the league again? The league wants the Jazz to not be in the playoffs? I mean,
I think it's a weird. I think the refs have a weird relationship with Utah. It can't be the league. Like, there's no way that the league is out for for the Jazz that bad. That it's bad call at the bad call at the bad call at the bad call.
you would think, but
It's not too many calls that go in our favor, and it's really annoying.
But I mean, the technical foul on Jordan Clarkson at the end of the game, like,
crazy. Like, why would you? Where was the reason?
there wasn't one. He didn't even do anything. He sat on the ground.
Yeah, I get it. He jumped up. He sat on the ground. What you want to call it? I don't even know if that counts for a technical foul, but unsportsmanlike conduct. I guess I don't know because I never seen anybody really get a tech.
Well, they didn't give LeBron one when he threw a fit the other night. It's crazy, man. And
it's
then
annoying. You got a clean. You get a clean strip. You're down chasing back from the ref sitting there.
Did coach have a challenge at that point? Do you know?
no, because we used it. We used it on the other one and lost, the challenge, which was an obvious. That's the other part where it's like,
foul.
yeah, he was obviously moving, and then the ref comes on national television. Actually, it wasn't national television because we don't have any freaking national televised games. It was crazy. He went through him.
One thing though, Jazzketball, Jaden Hardy is definitely one of them ones. You just don't know about him, but he really is. This is his rookie season.
Yeah, it's his rookie season.
This is his rookie season. He was in his class for high school. He went to the G League last year.
He came from the Ignite.
Yeah. In his class, he was only behind Chet. It was Chet, then it was him, then it was who was it? Then it was Imani Bates, and then it was Paolo. I remember.
Man, what if Danny was trying to get him in the Conley trade?
That's why I wanted to get him in the second round.
Well, I mean, he finally got a shot. Games like this are really scary because the other team comes in, they don't have anything to lose, they play loose, and it just felt like the Jazz didn't want to win. The lineups were really weird. Ochai didn't play till the second quarter. Then all of a sudden, Doak's getting.
We didn't need those Doak minutes. We didn't need. We far from needed those Doak minutes. As soon as I seen it, I said, "Oh, we're gonna lose it." I said, "We're gonna lose this game."
Yeah.
I said, "We're gonna lose this game," and I don't know how many minutes he played. It felt like he played about 8 minutes.
He played 8 minutes.
Basketball.
But it's not like he played terrible, but it's just like, why all of a sudden?
No, it was terrible because he was out of place every step of the game. In those 8 minutes, he was out of place. There was always somebody sitting there trying to move him in the correct spot. He looked lost, especially when it came down to rebounding. He looked lost. I can't excuse him.
Yeah, now that I look at there's
no way you're 3 seasons in as a big, and this is some of your issues. Basic big men stuff, like no.
No, and Walker Kessler's doing it in like how many games? And Doak's been here 3 years and he can't get it done.
Yeah, now that I look at his box score 0-0-0-0-0-2 0-0-0-0-0, he had that one really nice rebound and about knocked out Malik Beasley, and I tweeted out, "Okay, Doak, go get that rebound." So I guess that's why I said he didn't play that bad. But
Doak really been afforded opportunity though. Think about that.
He hasn't been afforded opportunity.
He hasn't been afforded opportunity.
But
Walker
he is on the court, would you afford him opportunity?
Because we traded away our star center.
yeah,
Period.
but Doak is so
And
slow.
Doak has just been written off because he's been injured so much. And especially this last one with his ankle was just so nasty, dude. I mean, it's been such a big problem.
It's not about he doesn't have the fundamentals to play.
Yes, he does. What do you mean?
I think he has the fundamentals.
He's a big body.
Come on,
That's all he is.
Incredible rebounder, incredible old school big. What do you mean?
Yeah, he should have been playing in the 90s. Let's be honest.
He's not good at boxing out.
100%, Jordan.
There's a reason that Hassan was
90s center, the mailman to a team.
He could have been an Ostertag. He could have been someone that bumped and bodied up Shaq. But the game he doesn't fit the game anymore, and he's no longer an NBA player.
In the league, so we can't sit there and say that because it's way more of those type of things.
He's the only one that's going to hold weight against Joel Embiid, the only person on this roster that will hold weight against Joel Embiid.
That is absolutely fine, but when you don't have the fundamentals to play that said type of defense or box out the correct way, that's not good. There's no reason for him to be on the court.
Well, do you really think that he doesn't, or do you think that you just haven't seen it?
I watched him in Kansas.
I don't think he has it either. I just think he's too slow.
That's saying he's developed 0% from Kansas to the Utah
No.
Jazz. That's saying he's developed 0%.
So tell me where you've seen development from him in college tonight.
That's what I'm telling you. I haven't seen enough of him in the NBA to write him off as an NBA center. I can't write him off totally.
I'm not writing him off. I'm saying he doesn't need the minutes right now.
All right, I just muted everybody because we're kind of getting off on a tangent already. So, Kelly Olynyk, Lowry, Walker, Clarkson, Conley all get well, I guess Walker, Kessler, and Olynyk didn't get 30 minutes I'm talking about. Lowry has 36 minutes, man, and only 19 points. Crazy. 0 free throw attempts, 1 for 7 from the 3-point line, and 9 for 17. It was this. I'm going to open the lines back up. Is this Lowry's worst game in a Jazz jersey, or were the refs not giving him any calls? And I think you guys have to. Can you guys unmute now and just talk, or do you have to re-request?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
I agree with Armani, by the way. I agree with Armani because Doak's not a great center for this team. But I think he's a great center for a team like Philadelphia. But that's the end of what I'm going to say about that.
So Lowry, I would say this isn't. He had a few games that were kind of not great in the early part of the season. The refs were it's evidence of it if he didn't shoot any free throws. And like these guys were saying, they saw red marks on his arms. So obviously he's getting hit.
What's going on with his 3-point shot? Like he hasn't had.
That's definitely something he's getting pulled from. I don't know. People running him off the 3-point line, maybe.
He's been shooting 40%. I mean, it has to go down at some point.
Yeah.
Do you think the lack of calls hurt his confidence tonight?
I think he was getting frustrated. Yeah, I do.
I think frustration.
I agree. I can see that a little bit.
I mean, he got bodied really hard on one play. It was when the coaches were calling out. He was in the post, and they yelled, "Take your time!" And he was trying to make a move, and I can't remember who was guarding him. Just bodied him super hard, and like there was no call. It was just insane. And like you said, I think Jizzy said it. He's an all-star, dude. Like, come on. Like, give him some calls, bro. I'm going to play on YouTube these field goal attempts. Maybe it'll show one of these. What do you guys think is going to happen as far as a trade? Every report that's coming out is saying that the Jazz are active. They're going to make some type of trade.
I would like... Either if they can't get the New York Knicks one to go down as far as taking on the Fournier contract and Obi Toppin and getting a few first-round picks, then I would like to see us take on some expiring contracts and get first-round picks out of it that way from different teams.
I have a slightly different question. If I could take it.
Yeah, let's do it. The Exum index is here, baby.
What's up? So I was thinking about this. I live in Brooklyn. My roommate's a Knicks fan. So one thing I'm low-key and I don't want to ruin anybody's all-star vibes with Lauri, but is anybody slightly worried about if the Jazz rush to extend him? Because I can't help but imagine the possibility of a Randall type contract. And I know that they're not the same type of player, but anybody else thought about that?
Yeah, I could see him reverting back to the Lowry that we saw in Cleveland and Chicago. So yeah, that makes you a little hesitant, but also, seeing him play with the Finnish team, but that's also just one off season. So I think that Jazz will take their time and maybe wait for the last possible minute. Hopefully don't pull a Hayward and then he's just pissed off by it. But
yeah, not to ruin vibes. Just it was something that's been on top of my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's worth certainly offering another contract. I mean, the terms of that contract, we'll see what happens. I mean, I think one slight difference is I don't think he's making an All-NBA like Randall did that year.
Yeah, I haven't had that thought until you literally just brought it up. I think the biggest difference with him is the usage rate and the way that he's so efficient. I mean, there's possibly that there's some digression, I guess you could say, but I think he's finally learning the type of player he can be, and his confidence here is through the roof, especially making his first All-Star game. I think that's going to motivate him in the offseason and the coaching staff. Once we get some other players around him where he's not the single person that we rely on scoring, I think he's going to become even better. I think he's struggling. Personally, I think he's struggling from the free throw, or not the free throw line, the 3-point line, because he's starting to kind of feel that weight. I've noticed when we are on droughts or in droughts and the other team's going on a run, he sometimes takes these 3-point shots that are a little bit further out, almost like a desperation three, and I think he can hit them, but I just think that he's feeling a little bit of that weight being the guy, and I'm excited to see Kessler get an off season because I think he's going to be an offensive threat, not just around the basket. I think he's going to develop a shot where they have to guard him, and then that's going to open up the lane for back cuts for Ochai and for Lowry. Personally, I don't think the Jazz are trying to win right now. I've said this a couple games, but after tonight's game, I really don't think they're trying to win. Maybe a play-in game, but if they make a good trade away Conley and Clarkson and Vando, and have kind of a core, why not get a good draft pick? And I've been the exact opposite of tanking this year, so I really can't believe I'm saying this.
What do you set the line at in terms of players on this team that get traded? If you think I set it at 1.5, would you go over or under? I think I'd go under.
Under, yeah. I'd go under.
Yeah, I think Vando's going to get traded, and then I think everything else is going to happen in the offseason. I read an article that says a lot of teams like to wait till the offseason because then they know their draft picks and where they're landing and then where they can trade up or down. So really the only one that I see happening is the Vando trade, and then possibly Mike Conley if somebody really, really wants him. But I don't think the John Collins trade's going to happen either, which I was pretty hopeful for.
Nah, I think it's going to be like a Miles Turner trade every year. We're just going to hear about it. It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
I think we're over two. I think we trade at least 2 or 3 players.
I think Kelly's gone.
Yeah.
I think Kelly's a good pick.
You think Kelly Olynyk's gone? Wow, that's a
I wouldn't be surprised if the Celtics really took a look and just said we would like another option at backup center.
Okay.
Yeah, in Wobb's community, there was a Miami fan that said that there's a ton of talk about, like, locally that the Miami Heat want Kelly Olynyk, so I could see that too. I know that the Jazz have been offered a first-round pick for Jordan Clarkson. I think he's worth more, so I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah. I think for the rest of the league, he's worth that, but to the Jazz, he's worth more. I think
if we get offered a first-round pick, we should take it and run to the bank.
Right. I think anybody not named Lowry, Kessler, or any, the Ochai, that if you can get a first-round pick out of him, you probably should do it.
Yeah.
Give me a good enough first-round pick, I'll give you Ochai, too.
Heck yeah. I'll do it.
Yeah, I thought, Kevin, you'd really go off on us because Ochai was -11 tonight, but I didn't even notice Ochai was on the floor at all.
So I was trying to get on the Ochai train last night, and I was looking at some stats, and the stat box is not very good to him. Like, the eye test is much better for him than the stat box. His plus minus, his replacement level, his everything is just really bad. But he looks good he looks really good in small moments that just give me a lot of hope that he's going to turn into something, but he's got to string some more of those moments together.
Yeah, I'm still high on him. I thought it was just the rotation was so weird tonight. You wouldn't think that taking Vando out of the rotation. I mean, was it that? Was it the pure fact that Vando was sitting that Doak got all these minutes?
He's our glue guy, so we're gonna fall apart now.
Did you see the
Here we come.
Did you see the stats I posted in the chat last night? So when you look at the plus minus, replacement level, and then he's our third best player.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know the freaking stats love him, but remember at the beginning of the year, Rudy Gay was one of our best players too.
Well, Rudy Gay is still one of our top 3 defensive players, but it's just crazy how much the stats love Vando. That's why with all the stats and the fact that he's practically paid below the league minimum,
that's the upside to him is his contract is. I think that's why he's so talked about in trades is because his contract's only $3 million, and it's expiring, isn't it?
No, well, there's a team option next year. As much as we harp on him, he is definitely outplaying his contract easily.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
Absolutely, yeah.
But that's about all I'll give him.
There's no way he gets a first, right? Like, nobody in here believes that a first is because I thought, at best you could get a light protected first for him and Malik Beasley. I don't know if I'm, too pessimistic on the trade market, but I don't
absolutely.
Any individual Jazz player gets a first-round pick.
He absolutely gets a first. You could potentially get a first and a young player for him. And not because he's worth it.
And a young player? Give us this. Like who?
Not because he's necessarily worth it, but because these teams that are pushing for the playoffs are so tied up against the cap, they need to bring in a guy like him. So they have to trade a player. And they have to give up a pick because the Jazz won't take anything less than it. I really do think you're not going to get an up and coming superstar player, but you could get a Na or a THT level backup player. And a first round pick for him.
Because I know a lot of reports have talked about Portland, and I know Dame likes him for whatever reason. What if you could somehow get Gary Payton II with Vando and another pick? Because I think Gary Payton II would be phenomenal for this team. He can shoot, he can defend, he can score. I would love.
That's kind of the trade that I think he'll eventually go for is a mid-level rotation guy who with some decent upside.
Well, don't they want to get rid of Josh Hart?
But I think Josh Hart has too much value to come with the first pick.
Yeah, I think.
And Josh Hart has too much money. Like Vando's making just over $5 million. I think Hart's up around 17. So we would have to either take on $12 million or throw another player in there, and I just don't know that he's worth that.
So yeah, okay, fair.
Yeah.
Malik Beasley, isn't Malik Beasley making like around 12 million or something like that? That's a package I think makes sense for
15 and a half.
Yeah, I like Malik.
It's not happening right now, I'll tell you that.
I think, oh man, or you could get Shaden Sharp too. He's a young rookie that kind of had a hot start at the beginning of the year. But
well, then that's like in place of your draft compensation, more or less.
Yeah, if we're getting Shaden Sharp, I would maybe Nasir Little, but
yeah, it's got to, like I said, it's got to be a mid young rotational player, like in a first round pick.
Shaden Sharp is the kicker right now, and it's not happening right now.
Yeah, so it's got to be someone who's in that $6 to $7 million range, so someone on a rookie contract and a first round pick is what I think Danny's looking for.
I think that's for a combination of Bando and something else, though. I don't know.
I also think him and Beasley could be part of a three. I think we'll see these players go in three-team trades.
I think you're right too.
Fair point.
I'm just ready for the freaking trade deadline to be over, to be honest, because like I've been pretty patient. I think the closer we get to the trade deadline, I just want to see something happen and move on with the freaking season. We've all been exhausted just being in this middle ground. Like tonight, I'm like, let's freaking tank. And I don't know, man. Like, I think, is anybody else frustrated tonight?
I told you this like 2 weeks ago. Like I was ready to check out.
Yeah.
Until after the trade deadline, because I can't even look at Twitter without someone trying to put the most ridiculous damn trade they want out there.
I mean, it's kind of fun, but the closer you get, it's like.
That's why Kevin ghosted us.
Yeah, I got busy with school and work, but also at the same time, like, I just got tired of the rhetoric around it. Like, the constant, like, ugh.
There's some of those young Jazz fans that are posting those trades, and when one of them was kind of correct on the Mavericks trade, they're like, "Oh, see, Champs and Woj call me." I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah, we know who that was. I
mean, every young kid thinks they got insider information on something.
Yeah, because they're on Twitter.
Because they got a friend who knows a player.
That's a fact.
No, man, that's just, they have so much time. Like, that's what I would be doing too. Why not? If you don't have kids, you don't have a job, you just are in high school, junior high, playing basketball, ball is life. I mean, it makes sense.
There's different types of influencers, man.
I'm so like done with all of this. Like, I'm even starting to think that my favorite player in the draft now is Scoot. Yeah, I said it.
Stop! You haven't liked Scoot this whole time, Kevin. Are you losing your mind?
I told you, I'm not feeling like myself. I'm so overwhelmed.
Jeez. Are you sure you don't have like another kidney stone or something?
Maybe one's coming.
Jeez.
I'm telling you though, man, I've been watching a lot of his ball. If he can develop a 3-point shot, he will be the best player from this draft.
Scoot?
It won't even be close.
Scoot?
Yeah.
Victor won't even be able to touch what he can do if he can hit 35 to 40% from the 3-point line.
Yeah, but will he be another Ben? Dude, that's what I can't take is the Ben Simmons talk. Of the Jazz trading for Ben Simmons. Please.
I know there's so many people that are like saying that. It blows my mind.
You don't want the rightful rookie of the year? Come on, man.
Every year.
The guy that stole Rookie of the Year.
Holy crap.
Take it this year too.
Make me co-host so I can kick his ass out for saying that.
Who?
Freaking rightful bullcrap.
He's
Oh,
joking.
you thought I
He's
was dead
joking.
ass with that? You thought I was serious with that, Kevin?
Don't even joke about it.
Fair enough. I'll take it.
That's still wrong.
The slander's uncalled for.
Speaking of draft, Tankathon has like your dream draft right now.
All right, let's go over to Tankathon. Here we go, baby. Actually,
Your
wait.
dream draft at 13, Jet Howard.
Oh. Wait. Let me before you go any further, let me do it on my end as well so that we can kind of compare where it lines up, cuz the Jazz after
these are your three boys that you want.
Okay, hold on. We got to do this for YouTube too, cuz
Is Marcus Sasser on the last?
oh, guys, come on, stop. Hang on. Okay, so the Jazz
You know our boy too well.
the Jazz are in 10th place. They are tied with the Portland Trailblazers, who are probably going to trade with them, and it won't make a difference for either team. We're a game behind Golden State and New Orleans, a game and a half behind Minnesota, who we play on Wednesday. Wait, what is today? Monday? Yeah, Wednesday. I'm losing my mind. And Dallas and Phoenix sit at 8.5 games behind. LA Clippers 7.5. I mean, dude, I really we're only half a game out of the 12th place spot. That's looking more and more appetizing to me. So let's head over to Tankathon and see how this adds up with Kevin's Tankathon, because this might be the favorite part of my show now, this Tankathon deal.
This isn't my dream draft. This is your dream draft.
Let's blow this up. Blow it up for YouTube.
What'd you say?
I said you don't want GG.
Oh, no, I wouldn't mind GG at 17. I'm not a Jet Howard or Sasser fan, though. I'm not big on him like Jordan.
I'm not Jet either.
I think GG at 17 would be an absolute robbery. I can't imagine any world
I'm
he
okay
falls
with
in.
that, but yeah.
All right, I'm going simulation lottery. Before we say any names, Kevin, I've got...
I'm going just off the standard one. I'm not even sim. I'm just
No.
going off the
Oh, simulation's way more fun. So we've got the 13th pick, Minnesota's 17th pick for us, and the 27th pick. How does that
Still
line
the
up
same
with your
players.
picks?
Yeah, it's still. Yeah. Keep going. You're good.
Kevin, what are your picks? Don't tell us any names.
No, it's the same. Because I have the 13, 17, and 27. That's normal. The only one that can
Okay.
adjust is 13.
So let's go over to the mock draft. With the 13th pick, Jet Howard, baby! Son of a legend.
Son of a legend. That gets him the 13th pick in the draft.
So we passed on Kyle Filipowski. Okay, I'm fine with that. He scored 9 points tonight. See, Anthony Black. I would actually take Anthony Black over Jet Howard.
Thank you. Okay, I'm okay with that.
It has Anthony Black going at 15 on this.
Yeah, I would take that. Just
So-
because I think Jet Howard's overrated. But
Who's your 17th pick, Kevin?
GG, it's the same as yours. It
Oh,
won't change.
I guess it won't change, huh? I would take
Which-
GG.
GG at 17 would be an absolute robbery. It'd be such a steal.
Be the still of a century, oh baby. We could make a song about it.
I'm telling you right now, we draft freaking Sasser at 27, and I quit. I
That's
quit.
it.
Okay, but who would you
Who's
take after Sasser?
Your boy Shannon's right after that.
Oh yeah,
That's why.
No, it's not even that.
Noah Clowney.
Leonard
I
Miller,
would
probably.
pass on Shannon and drop all the way down to Leonard Miller at 32.
Yeah.
I love Miller.
Has Sasser been this low the whole time?
Yeah, he's been right there.
Yeah, he's always there at the late 20s.
You know who else I'm getting really high on, who I think is going to move up into the late 20s, early 30s, is that kid out of Arizona. Azulas.
Oh, the foreigner guy.
that kid is moving up. He wasn't even in the top 100 at the start of the season. He's
Man.
already up to freaking, what is it? Where's he at now? Started up to 41?
In the 40, yeah.
He dropped 40 points the other night in Oregon.
Dang, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the new guy that I'm super high on,
He's a big body. Holy smokes, he's huge.
that I was kind of is replacing Jet Howard, is Bryce Sensabaugh from Ohio State.
Dude, I've been calling him all season long. That dude can ball.
Yeah, he's insane.
I don't know why I think Jet's getting all this love because of his last name.
Yeah.
And
His daddy coaches him, so he gets all the
there's just so many players in the Big Ten that are playing the same teams as him that are outperforming him. And that's
how's that not against the NCAA rules? You get to go play for your dad. Like,
whatever.
So if we
give him all of his minutes,
we do drop, let's just say we drop out of the play-in game, we get a top 10 pick, like, what's your number one guy that you would want that fits the Jazz besides, like, obviously the Thompson twins and Scoot and Wemby? Like,
so does that mean we get into the top 10 then, though?
Wallace.
What happens?
Case and Wallace?
Case and Wallace.
Yeah.
If I can get that kid anywhere between 8 and 12, I feel like I've won the lottery.
I mean, Jarris Walker, Case and Wallace, Nick Smith Jr., Brandon Miller, I'd take any of those guys. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Miller's out of reach. I think Whitmore's out of reach. I think Kenyon George is out of reach. Nick Smith is going to slide down, but I'd still take Wallace over Smith personally.
Yeah, me too. He's a better body.
Would you take Wallace or Walker?
Wallace.
Ooh, that's tough. But
Eric Walker is good, man.
Just because the only reason I take Wallace is when you look at the depth at point guard, it's not very deep.
That's true.
I might not be able to get someone as good as Wallace later, but if I can pick up Gigi at freaking 17.
Or Anthony Black, yeah.
Well, I mean, but if I'm just talking position play.
Right, yeah.
Walker versus Gigi, like, Walker's a better player right now, but I think Gigi might have better upside at the end of the day. So, I mean, I'd rather...
so much taller than I thought he was.
Yeah, if I can get Carson Wallace, Gigi, man, I don't know. That's a pretty good draft right there.
Would you pick Grady Dick top
Miller,
10?
the kid from Arizona at the end of the 20s? That'd be good.
Trade my 27th pick for 2 second-round picks and pick up more guys in the second round.
That or go get a 24 pick.
Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, I think first off, I don't think GD falls that far, but I think outside of Scoot, I really do think Case and Wallace is going to be the second best point guard out of this draft.
Yeah.
And the boy can play defense. He's 6'4" and got like a 6'6", 6'7" wingspan. So he's got long arms.
Yeah, he's good. I like him. I'm with you there.
I'm trying to find like an official hour countdown. When is the trade deadline? Is it midnight of February 9th?
No. Oh, the trade deadline?
It's Thursday night.
It's usually in the afternoon, isn't it?
It's in the evening. It's Thursday evening.
Let's check this. What is
I'm almost positive it's like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. I always remember, but maybe they changed it since they changed the
February 9th. I don't know what time it is.
3 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's earlier than I thought.
So how many hours do we have? I saw 72 hours earlier today, but we're definitely cutting in on that.
I'm excited for tomorrow.
What's tomorrow?
No, he's not even on here anymore. Damn. Homeboy promised me some news by Tuesday.
Who? Chris Haynes?
His name? No. What's his boy? Who always wants to go at me?
Jizzy?
Tanky J or Tank J.
Yeah.
Tank J.
He said big news. He said expect big news by Tuesday. Can't even sleep. I've been so confident a bit of his insider information and how accurate he is and how he knows what's going on.
Kevin, we need to get you in on this. Let's try it right now. I'm going to send you a link to your phone, and I think you can actually just use your phone to get on. So hang on, I'm going to send this over and see if we can get you on the stream. Fudge, where?
What I would love is, while you're doing that, Jordan, is if we get another 23 draft pick before the trade deadline.
Oh yeah, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, a first rounder.
Okay, Kevin, I just sent that over.
Or even a 24 pick, I'd be okay with that too.
What in the... Where did this send me to? Clippers photo real throw? What? How did I even get to that website? Well, around the association, let's check out what's going on. Bucks eye 8 straight win as they face the Blazers. Ooh, that must be a hard one for the Bucks to win. The Brooklyn Clippers barely beat the Nets. Dude, I actually think the Mavericks are going to be worse from this Kyrie trade. I think Dinwiddie, well, it could go one of two ways, but I think Dinwiddie...
They did beat us by 13, so...
I just think Dinwiddie complements Luka better, and the only way it's going to work with Kyrie is if Kyrie just ball hogs and doesn't give it to Luka, and Luka doesn't get mad about it and just realize it's okay, this is my time to rest. Because those two in the clutch could be really freaking potent, but they don't have anybody else around them, in my opinion. I think Dallas made a really stupid move. They already had Brunson, and then they overpaid for Kyrie. Like, what are you doing?
Golden State blew out OKC, huh?
Boom.
Without Steph. Wow.
Sacramento finally won again. I think they lost 2 in a row.
Yeah, they beat the Rockets.
Kevin, are you still there? Oh, it shows his, well, it doesn't show his video, but it shows that he joined the room.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just trying not to give you a bunch of feedback, so I had everything on mute. I don't know why my camera's not working.
Are you on your phone?
No, I switched it over to my computer.
I wonder how it will handle 3 cameras. Let me put another browser in here. Boom. Boom.
Oh, that would be why.
Boom. Boom.
Because you're using your camera for something else, maybe.
It wasn't plugged in.
Oh.
I didn't realize the USB came unplugged. There we go.
There he is. Okay, let me...
Hey.
There we go.
Nice hat. Yellowstone, dude.
I know.
You are live on YouTube with us, bro. Can anybody verify that? Because it's...
No nip slips.
Not really working for me over here.
I just turned it off for a quick second.
Okay.
I didn't know if it had one of the background filters or whatnot.
No.
Oh, yeah, I see him. There he is, YouTube, full screen. Heyo.
Dude, I can't see him on my OBS. That's weird.
I turned it off.
Yeah, it's just a black screen now.
Well, I just wanted to test that real quick so we could do it again if we needed.
Well, my room's just a mess.
Oh, yeah, dude. This is how we should do every episode. Right here. Except you guys need to level up and get green screens.
Can you hook up the green screen to this?
Yeah, I just bought one off Amazon for like $17. You could probably go to the craft
Oh, you mean
store.
actually put a green screen behind myself?
Or yeah, try on your is there like an option like in
That didn't look like it.
I actually like Dallins Stockton jerseys though.
Yeah, I'll keep mine.
I'm not that cool.
It's just easier to see more of the screen behind you, like because I'm sharing sharing stats and stuff. Oh my gosh, I need to go to bed. Whew.
I can draw on the screen.
Can you really?
Mm-hmm.
Put you guys side by side here. Oh, that's so cute. Try and give each other a high five. Come on, do it. No, other way, Kevin. Just to that, yeah.
No, he's doing it.
I don't think I can give you one. Yeah, my arm only goes to here, and then it cuts off. What's funny is we're streaming live on YouTube right now. It's fantastic.
I just wish I could blur my background.
We'll probably have a bunch of Filipinos laughing at us. All right, well, I need to go to bed.
Okay. Me too.
Can't wait for the next one. I feel like
We're having a good losing streak going here.
I tell you what, man. I just want the trade deadline to go so that our players will try again.
Yeah, they feel like
they're
it
just not
seems like they're
trying.
kind of scared too, to be honest.
yeah. It's not
Like, am I moving? Or...
yeah, it's not as exciting to even watch. Like tonight's game just felt so boring.
Really feels like they're in their own heads.
Yeah, I'm sure some of
I
them
would
are.
be too. I'd be in my own head if I was playing for him. If my name wasn't Laurie or Walker, even if my name was Ochai, I'd be worried. Like,
Yeah.
But how worried can they be if they're making a lot of or like that much money?
well,
Like they probably think about it, but it's not like
Well, those young guys that haven't been, well, yeah, I guess Ochai's been through it even early in his career with Cleveland and Utah.
I mean, if you think about like guys like Conley and JC, like they're not going to get the opportunities they have right now anywhere else. Like
Yeah.
JC's not going anywhere and start. Neither's Mike.
Nope.
Well, maybe Mike.
Mike will, if it's either of the LA teams or maybe Brooklyn.
But maybe that's why they're scared, because they're afraid they might end up in LA in that train wreck.
Dude, did you guys see the interview
it's
that
me.
LeBron did with what's his name?
Yeah, Michael Wilbon. Yeah.
He's so full of crap. He's like, yeah, I've already moved on. I'm just locked in now. I've changed my focus. It's like, oh, have you? Because it
Yeah,
literally just happened last night, buddy, and you haven't even played a game yet. He's so full of himself.
Yeah, he is.
With that said, man,
Is he going to go to Dallas in the offseason or soon, you think?
I think Kyrie's gonna go to LA
Yeah.
unless.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't be surprised to see.
Well, the cost of, I mean, the income tax, there's no income tax in Texas, so.
I don't think LeBron cares about that.
I mean, California's taking a big chunk of that, but he does own like half of California now, so
Who, LeBron?
yeah.
LeBron owns everything.
I wouldn't be surprised to see LeBron like request a trade in the offseason. Like, I think Plinka's run his course. I think LeBron's done.
Yeah, I saw a report that said Pelinka didn't take any calls about Kyrie. Sunday night.
that day. Yeah.
Kevin, did you turn your camera off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if it wasn't working or not.
He's getting in his birthday suit.
I'm eating some cookies. I didn't want to eat in front of the camera.
Oh,
Hey,
that
come
sounds
on.
so good.
Are you gonna use
right
the lock analogy of dunking an Oreo? Too
No. No. I don't give Locke any credit for anything. Basically, I think if you announce for the Utah Jazz, you're one of the worst human beings on the planet. No, it's joking. I do like our TV announcers. I just wish we'd get some new ones because
I love how he was like ragging on everybody for not watching the WNBA. yesterday.
Was he?
Yeah, he's like, so the Utes, the combined score of their college basketball game was 107, and then the combined score for the women's game was 190. So tell me why nobody watches the women's basketball. It's because he used to, I think, announce for the Seattle team when the Sonics and the WNBA was up there.
I'll be honest, I'll put on some WNBA games and watch them, but when they get in the playoffs, I'll watch their playoff games here.
I do to fall asleep too usually. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they have gotten way better. Like their shooting, it's pretty amazing. But like, it's just
that South Carolina girl though. She's pretty entertaining. I saw her highlights last night on ESPN.
Yeah, I follow a lot of them on Instagram. So
it's just a different game. But I think once you watch it a little bit, you can kind of see the subtle talent in the game.
It's just not above the rim or.
Yeah.
They're the whole fundamentals part of it just bugs me. They like move so awkwardly.
Well, I'm gonna read the power rankings that came out today. It says the Jazz have fallen to number 18.
We're at 18.
The Jazz are obviously a seller to watch at the deadline, with multiple veterans that can help other teams and no intention of prioritizing this season over the future. Of course, it's not a guarantee that they won't remain somewhat competitive if they trade a piece or two at the deadline. Two players they're definitely keeping are Lauri Markkanen and Walker Kessler, and they've outscored their opponent by 7.9 points per 100 possessions. That's pretty cool. In 569 total minutes with those two on the floor together. So that's a pretty big number. Let's click on that.
There's no way that Toronto's trading Ben Simmons for Pascal Siakam and a whole bunch of first-round picks from.
There's no way anybody wants freaking Ben Simmons. That vote is stale.
Toronto covets Nick Claxton. Of course, they covet Nick Claxton.
What if the Jazz pulled off KD somehow?
No, I don't even want him.
At this point, I just want a tank at this point.
I just don't think that he... Like, what has KD ever done by himself?
Cried?
Like, he's really good, but he always seems to be injured or upset or want to trade. Like, to me, Kyrie's almost more consistent than KD is recently.
True. With requesting trades, yeah.
I mean, at least Kyrie, his issue isn't health. He's just
trades.
Mental health.
Yeah, it's just a little batshit crazy. It's all good. I mean, excuse my language, but
a lot.
So it says Markkanen has now scored more than 20 points in 20 straight games, and that came to an end tonight because the rest wouldn't give him one freaking call. Well, Kessler had one of the biggest games of the season, 17 points, 14 rebounds, and 7 blocks in a win over Toronto on Wednesday. Not unexpectedly, Kessler's on-off differential on defense has gone down since he made a permanent move into the starting lineup where he's defending against other starters. The Jazz have allowed 4.8 points per 100 possessions with him on the floor. Wait, what?
Off on that guess.
I mean, we talked about this. I told you when he went to the starting lineup, he wouldn't be as good.
Yeah, but
the ball hasn't nearly been as far as I thought it would be.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, wait. Sorry. I was reading that wrong. It says the Jazz have allowed 4.8 more points per 100 possessions with him on the floor than they have with him off the floor over the 11 games since the move.
Did you see Josh Green's plus minus?
No.
39. Good Lord. And he scored 29 points.
That's crazy.
We needed the Bucks to freaking lay an egg tonight. And they freaking won.
Yeah. Why didn't they rest some of their guys before All-Star break? What the hell?
I don't know. Fucking trash.
The Jazz committed 14 more turnovers than their opponents over their 2 games last week. 14?
Jordan, did you guess Jazz Lounge guess the stats tonight?
No, dude, I got in there and they're like, oh yeah, flash this, flash that. I'm like, dude, I don't even have the energy to text you back and say, where do I go to find that?
I was going to ask you guys if you guys are still all in on
No, I'm not all in, but I just do the guessings.
What was it?
NFTs though.
I'm wearing my Top Shot shirt today.
Oh, are you?
Dude, I saw one of the guys.
Anyways, I was 1 point off from the Walker Kessler guess today.
Oh, really?
I got the rebounds and the blocks right.
Dang. So would you have won a free moment or what?
Yeah, free Mark Eaton moment.
Dang. They have Mark Eaton moments?
I guess.
Wow.
I'm just... Who is this guy? Jazz fans should blank themselves. Oh, yeah.
Can I just tell you how good Golden State's freaking team defense is? Like, it makes me sick how good they are.
Yeah. So they're gonna make the playoffs, which is good, even without Steph.
I mean, I love Steph, but Clay's coming into his own. Wiggins
Yeah, they
is
can
awesome.
switch everything. No, they switch everything.
Poole is a freaking beast.
Yeah.
Like,
Who?
Poole.
Wiseman?
Cool.
Or not Wiseman, Kuminga?
Kuminga, yeah, he's above. I like
Green, I mean, they switch everything. Like, they understand what it's like to play defense in the NBA.
Well, they know how to draft guys that, hey, he can play or he can guard multiple positions. That's what they go after.
Yeah.
You mean Jerry
And they're
West
just like, we'll
does?
develop everything else.
They want length and size and speed, athleticism. Like, that's why it's so weird that Looney's on their roster, because he's got none of those.
Right, I agree.
But he can rebound the ball.
Though, so.
I'd be surprised. I'm surprised they haven't moved Wiseman. Like, and I'm surprised we haven't heard more about them moving Wiseman.
Oh, he did. He played 4 minutes tonight. Garbage time must have been.
But
Scored 6 points.
he just doesn't fit their mold. Like, I was surprised when they drafted him. Like, he's just not the kind of player that they normally play.
Was he really good in college? Was it Memphis that he played at?
Yeah, he was pretty dominant in
I
college.
didn't even see any games of his in college. So.
Huh.
Memphis, yeah.
So Oklahoma started in A. Wiggins, and Golden State started in A. Wiggins.
Yeah, the Andrew's little brother. Or isn't it his brother, or is it a cousin? I can't remember.
Aaron and Andrew.
Yeah. Didn't we have a Wiggins on our summer league team one time or something?
Might have been Aaron.
Yeah.
You know what I think is interesting is the players that were on our team last year that we didn't re-sign that never made it back to the NBA. Like Whiteside
Pascal.
and...
Yeah, what happened to Whiteside? What the hell?
I didn't think he was that bad that he couldn't find himself in an NBA team.
Yeah.
Well, he was just so good in Miami. It was crazy.
I thought he was good for us last year.
Yeah. I'm shocked that we got him last year.
I mean, I think he's a great backup center. He can protect the rim and he can rebound. He's not going to score, but who cares?
Wasn't he doing like 20 nights in Miami?
2020?
Back in the day when he was younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was freaking good.
20 rebounds. And people were like, I remember when like Rudy was going for his first defensive player of the year, they were contemplating whether he was going to be defensive player of the year.
Yeah, I do remember that too.
Yeah. And him and Rudy had some matchups, some good memorable matchups. That's why I'm surprised that he came and played with Rudy.
Like, it just blows my mind. He never got back on an NBA team.
Did he have knee problems or something?
I don't think so.
I'm surprised Eric Pascal's not on a team either.
That's true.
Now, that was what made me start the whole conversation when I was thinking about Golden State.
Oh, yeah. He's Donovan's buddy. Maybe he'll end up in Cleveland.
I never thought he was that good to begin with, but
Yeah. He just rode Donovan's coattails.
Kevin, check this out. Walker Kessler is second in the league for offensive rebound percentage behind Steven Adams at 13.5%. I wish we could nab Steven Adams from Memphis, man.
nah, we don't want Steven.
Oh.
Is he not playing anywhere? No, he's not.
Who? Pascal?
I'm trying to see if Whiteside landed on a G League team or something.
Chinese team.
Wow. Malik Beasley leads the league in percent of points from the 3-point line. 68% of Malik's points come from the 3. And then Buddy Hield.
He's a pure shooter.
He hasn't been a pure shooter lately.
Yeah, he doesn't care. No one on that team cares right now.
You don't care.
They're all just mailing it in until after the trade deadline. And to be honest, I don't really blame any of them. I'd be doing the same thing.
Dude, in the center position, Lauri Markkanen is the second in the league at 24.9. Behind Joel Embiid, and he's scoring 0.1 more points than Jokic.
Oh, I'm still on your thing. I need to close my browser.
Close it down, close it down.